4:35 p.m., August 22nd, continuing to monitor the left turn activity from Glen Cove Road onto Helen Street. Seems like the only cut-through traffic is the accessibility for residents that actually live in the area, which there are about 150 of us. 2 cars per household. That would be about 300 cars, but yet we don't see that type of activity. Height of rush hour traffic, cars driving through. Doesn't appear to be anybody wanting to avoid traffic on Glen Cove Road going north or southbound. It just seems like the people that are actually making this left turn are actually the residents that live here. There are only 4 access roads into this hamlet. By denying the residents access through Glen Cove Road, cutting off both Helen and Cedar Street, we would only then and there have access through Route 25A, and that would be fighting against 50-mile-an-hour traffic, unassisted by a traffic light, as you see here on this corner. We do have the assistance of a traffic light. It was only but a year ago that we suffered through Hurricane Irene, devastated the area, flooded many streets. Route 25A, eastbound, 2 lanes of traffic that are eastbound. Between Wheatley Plaza, that road always floods. So basically, it's kind of shut down at that point. A very dangerous situation to drive through that area when there's a really bad downpour. So the rain is definitely going to happen. We can't stop it. We can't avoid it. But by shutting down these 2 access roads off of Glen Cove Road, how would we get into this hamlet at that point in time? I don't see any evidence of cut-through traffic. Traffic is moving well on Glen Cove Road, north and south. This is peak rush hour. We, again, spent millions of dollars in taxpayer money to increase the flow of traffic on Glen Cove Road. We widened it to 7 lanes, including turning lanes, both north and south traffic. And as you can see, nobody would be saving any time, as was being said at the meetings. Save time to cut through Greenvale. It just doesn't make any sense. This traffic is flowing fine. These are access roads. These are for residents. These are for people that work for the residents that live here. Landscapers, domestic help, construction projects that are going on in the area. People employ different types of help, handyman, whatever. But you cannot close these roads down. It would be a severe tragedy and a safety issue to close access down for the residents that live here and for the people that we hire to do jobs for our own houses, being domestic help or being handyman help or landscaping. You can't shut down this main road. By shutting this road down, you would only have access through two streets. That would be Addison, and again, if we're talking about Marion and Addison as being the go-through streets, what impact would it have there? How much more traffic would be through those two streets? Because you're denying access through these two streets, which is really no evidence of any cars driving through or cutting through as suggested to avoid traffic on the north-south traffic on Glen Cove Road. No evidence of that whatsoever. Just around the corner, kids are playing in the street. There's a basketball hoop that's actually fixed into the ground. Middle of the day here, middle of rush hour traffic. We're at 4:41, and yet the parents think it's okay for them to play in the street. So they feel it's safe enough for them to play in the street, but yet they want to cut off access to the residents here. I don't know what is the problem. I don't see a problem. I can't figure out why they would want to shut these two streets down, other than maybe it's not out of need or necessity. It's probably out of greed. Maybe your property values would go up if you lived in a cul-de-sac. That's probably true. But then again, how would it impact the rest of the residents that live east of Marion, denying them access to these two public streets that basically are right off commercial property? Here's another resident, live in the area. It's not a cut-through traffic. He actually made a right turn. I don't see how you could deny residents of Greenville access to their homes because you want a quieter street. If you want a cul-de-sac, buy a house in a cul-de-sac. Don't buy a house on a commercial street or right off of a commercial street and expect quiet. It's like buying a house with a backyard facing the Long Island Railroad and wanting to shut the railroad down because it's too noisy. It's ridiculous. Another resident turning into the neighborhood. I'm sure to go to their home. As you can see, that car that just made the left turn is actually making an additional left turn to access the other roads that would lead into their house. They're not cutting through as suggested onto Marion to get up to Route 25A. There's absolutely no cut-through traffic here. Another resident lives in the area. It would take you more time to try to cut around onto Marion to get to Route 25A. It would definitely take you more time to do that. So what would anybody benefit by doing a cut-through here? There's absolutely no benefit. But we will continue to monitor this situation to be fair and accurate for all. Not just for a few people that would maybe want to shut it down and create a cul-de-sac and increase their value of their homes, or maybe for other people that would like a park-like setting for their kids to play and not have any traffic drive through whatsoever. But again, there are only 4 roads into this hamlet, and 2 of them are off Route 25A, and 2 of them are off Glen Cove Road.